Welcome back, everybody. I thought I'd just give you a little update on the chicks. We had a very good hatch, and after one more week of being in the incubator, the ducks hatched, and we had 4 ducks. Braxton got he got 10 chicks and the 4 ducks, and they're doing well. And here's a picture of the chicks today. I had so much fun doing the embryology videos with you, and I had so many of you comment on them, that I decided we'd continue some more lessons that will be easy things for you to do at home with your family and your brothers and sisters, or with grandparents. And I'm trying to do activities that are things that you will have on hand at home and you won't have to purchase anything. Today we're going to explore feeding our feathered friends. It's an inexpensive, fun hobby that can help you learn about the world around you. The first feeder that we're going to make is called a toilet paper roll feeder. You'll need a toilet paper roll, a piece of twine or string, yarn would work too, peanut butter, and birdseed. Using a popsicle stick or a knife, cover the entire outside of the toilet paper roll with peanut butter. Now that we've got it completely covered, we're going to take the roll and we're going to roll it in the birdseed. Until the entire peanut butter is covered with birdseed. Then you're going to take the twine and thread it through the toilet paper roll. And make a knot in the top. And it's ready for the birds. The next type of feeder that we're going to make is a popsicle stick feeder. You will need glue. I'm using craft glue. And you'll need 55 to 60 large jumbo craft sticks. Unless you make it with the small craft sticks or popsicle sticks, you'll need more. The first thing you do is you line them up so that you have a square. Then you're going to put glue across the row on the end. You'll want to do this on both sides. Then put a craft stick across each end of your square. And then for stability, I did it again to make 2 rows. So we'll do that next. And this will be the base of your feeder where your birdseed will sit. And you want to make sure they're fit together tight so the birdseed doesn't fall out. I'd like to have a perch on my bird feeder, so I'm going to take another jumbo popsicle stick and I'm going to slide it inside and leave it stick out a little ways for a perch for the birds to sit on if they'd like. Your next step is to make a log cabin type of stacking around the outside of your feeder. So now you'll only need glue on the corners. You'll put 1 stick on each end, and you'll put more glue on the corners. and stack it. You'll continue doing this until you get it as tall as you would like it to be. I stacked my sticks 10 sticks tall. Then I added jute to each corner to hang it from. I added a pipe cleaner at the top so that I could put it around a branch and twist it. And it can hang on a branch. You'll want to make sure that it's even. For those of you that are in 4-H, either Clover Kids or first year members in 4-H, you could make one of these. There's a project called Wildlife, and you could enter your bird feeder in that project. And there you have it, a popsicle stick bird feeder. We're going to make a bird feeder out of a pine cone. You'll need a pine cone, and I attached a string to it. You'll need peanut butter and bird seed. You're going to take your pine cone and you're going to fill it full of peanut butter. Birds really like peanut butter. Continue working your way around the pine cone, and you will get messy. All right, we've about got it all covered with peanut butter. If you happen to be someone, or if you have someone in your family that's allergic to peanut butter, you can use almond butter, or you can use Crisco instead of the peanut butter to make the bird seed stick. Now that it's covered, you're going to take it and you're just going to roll it in the bird seed. I like to kind of push it into the bird seed so the bird seed goes into all the little holes in the pine cone. If there are any of you that want to do this project and you don't have access to pine cones, give me a call and I'll deliver some somewhere for you. All right, and there you have it. A pine cone for the birds. Now we're going to do a recycling project. This is a Jif peanut butter container just made out of plastic. You could use any type of plastic container you have. I drilled a hole in the lid and I'm going to just put a pipe cleaner through and twist it. Make a knot in it so that it won't come out. That will hold the jar. Then I took and I cut a hole for the bird to put his head in to get the feed. I put a hole on each side and ran a shish kebab skewer through the plastic container. Now I'm going to add bird seed to the container up to where the hole is at. We'll put the lid back on. And there you have it. Another feeder for the birds. And for some of you that have younger brothers and sisters that need a project, you could do this with them and teach them how to do a cereal feeder. For the cereal feeder, you can use a pipe cleaner and Cheerios or any kind of this was a skewer like for kebabs. And some Fruit Loops. So what you do is you take your pipe cleaner and you thread the cereal on. This is a great project for little hands. And when you get as many on as you'd like, you can close the ring and hang it over a branch in a tree. Or for the one with the shish kebab skewer, Just thread them on as far as you'd like. We'll do a few more. This would be a great way for you to use stale cereal that's been in the cupboard too long. After you get it as long as you want, tie a string on each end. And there you have it, a bird feeder that's ready for a tree. Our last project is called bird seed feeders. You'll probably need some adult supervision for this one. Your parents or an older brother or sister could help you because we're going to use the stove and cook our mixture in a pot. The things that you'll need for this are 2 packets of unflavored gelatin, 2/3 of a cup of water, 2 cups of bird seed, some twine or string for hanging, some cookie cutters or a jar lid will work just fine, and you will need a cookie sheet to let your projects dry on, and some waxed paper. Add your 2/3 cup of water to your pan and your 2 packages of unflavored gelatin. And you're going to turn on the heat and then stir the gelatin and the water continually until the mixture comes to a simmer. Now we've cooked it long enough that it is simmering. Simmering means almost ready to boil. Our next step is to add the bird seed to the gelatin and water mixture. Let's stir it up. Make sure all the bird seed gets covered with the mixture. You'll want to let that set and cool a little bit. While you're doing that, you can prepare your cookie cutters for the bird seed. You're going to use some Pam or some nonstick spray to do your cookie cutters. You're going to need a spoon because you're going to want to pack it into the cookie cutters as tightly as you can. All right, the next step is to tightly pack each of the cookie cutters. This part might be a little bit messy. Put some in each one. The amount that we made is about enough for 3 feeders. Your next step is to pack it in. If you don't pack it tightly enough, it won't stay together when you're ready to take it out of the out of the cookie cutters to make the feeders. The gelatin in the mixture is going to make the bird seeds stick together. Continue packing it down until you're sure it's tight in each of the cookie cutters. Your next step is to take a straw, an ice pick, or some kind of a pointy object and make a hole that you'll eventually put a string through to hang your bird feeder. All right, we let them dry overnight, and this is what we got. Really nice little seeded bird feeders. The gelatin really holds the bird seed together well. And there you have it. Our bird feeders are ready for the birds. See you next time.